Welcome learners. This unit is about the Sentinelese people of the Sentinel Island, who are the most inaccessible of the given primitive tribes of the islands. After going through this unit, you would have a general understanding of socio-economic life of the Sentinelese, life situation of the Sentinelese, material culture of Sentinelese, and general information about culture, contact, and threat to their identity.
In this video, we shall discuss about the socio-economic and life situations of the Sentinelese tribe of Sentinel Island.
The Sentinelese is perhaps the most isolated tribal community of the country. It is still not known by what name they identify themselves. The name Sentinelese is derived from the name of the island they inhabit. They had virtually no contact from outside world until very recently. They have exclusive inhabitation in the Andaman Island of North Sentinel, situated 64 kilometers southwest of Port Blair in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The Onge call this island Chankute. Their population was about 100, although the census in the year 1981 could not record any. According to Sheikh Sarai, the Sentinelese in 1999 estimated about 100 individuals, and they were hostile to the outside civilization. Some scholars suggest that their ancestors drifted to this island during a cyclone when they came out of Little Andaman Island for fishing on small outrigger canoes. Their tongue is called Sentinelese, which is not understood by other Negritos. This language is said to belong to the Andamanese family of speech. The Sentinelese men traditionally wear a bark waist belt, which was specific to this community. Both men and women wear nothing except leafy ornaments. In physical appearance, they are dark complexioned or of medium height and are not different from other Negritos.
Why does the Sentinelese tribe often be termed as hostile?
According to the Planning Commission, the Sentinelese tribe has often been termed as hostile, but the fact is that their hostility is the consequence of incursions upon their territory and its natural resources. The survival of the Sentinelese is threatened due to poaching in their territories. There have been violent reactions on the part of the Sentinelese only when they have felt threatened for their own lives. It is precisely due to this that very little is known about the origin, lifestyle, and language of the Sentinelese. There is no accurate estimate of the total population either. It is believed that the Sentinelese belong to the Onge Jarawa family of tribes. It is believed that at some point in time, they either got stuck in or drifted to the North Sentinelese island, where the treacherous seas and coral reefs surrounding the island ensured that they were cut off from the rest of the world. Although the Sentinelese have reportedly become less aggressive now, it has also been observed that they have not shown any inclination to interact with outsiders.
Socioeconomic and religious life.
The Sentinelese is a hunting-gathering community. They hunt wild boar, turtle, and fish with bows, arrows, and spears. They also use single outrigger canoes for fishing and turtle hunting. The main food items are wild boars, sea turtles, different kinds of fish and mollusks, fruits, roots, and tubers. Compared to the other hunter-gatherer communities of the Jarawas and the Onge, their dependence on seafood is more prominent. The Sentinelese are said to live in the communal huts. It is reported that only a large encampment of 18 small lean-to type huts were seen in a forest clearing in 1967. Each hut had a fireplace. The presence of small huts with separate hearths indicated their semi-nomadic nature and gathering pursuits. Some fruits were also seen dumped at a place in an earlier party. The presence of more than one fireplace in the long huts suggested that occasionally more than one family shared such a hut. Men seemed to carry bow and arrow for their hunting expeditions. Men and women both seemed to engage in collection of fruits, tubers, and other edibles. Women engage in fishing with small round nets in shallow water. They also make baskets, mats, bows and spears, and bark belts for men. The bark belts for men are much narrower than those used by the Jarawa and cover only the waist region. They also make shell necklaces and headbands. They paint their bodies with white clay. They also wear leaf ornaments. Culturally, they do not seem to be any different from the other Negrito hunter-gatherers in the Andamans. According to Pandit, in the year 1990, it is difficult to say anything about the kind or territorial divisions among the Sentinelese. It is sheer lack of accessibility to the tribe that makes it difficult to have an understanding of their family, marriage, kinship, and other aspects of their society and culture. Some of the inferences about their society are based on the observations of Pandit, who also says that during the visit to the island of the Sentinelese, they did not see or encounter the Sentinelese each time they visited the island. If at all, they saw only a few of them who kept moving around in search of food. It appeared that they were much more dependent on the seafood than were the Jarawas. According to Mohanty, the Sentinelese are mostly the hunters of the wild animals and birds and gatherers as well.
Social control.
When there are disputes of any kind involving the members of the tribe, the eldest person in the tribe has the authority and mandate to take a decision and settle the problem. Their socioeconomic system is guided and safeguarded by the customary laws. Their ritualistic practices remain still unknown to the outside world. The dead infants are said to be buried. They place a nautilus shell and smaller seashells on the graves. The Sentinelese may have their own beliefs and practices which may look crude to the outside world. Mohanty in the year 2004 is of the opinion that the Sentinelese, like other primitive tribes of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, worship local deities. They have their own festivals of the clan. Their celebrations are accompanied with songs and dances.
Let us now discuss in detail about the life situation of Sentinelese.
True. We will describe the life situation of Sentinelese. According to the Planning Commission, the autochthonous group called Sentinelese is very limited. Not much is known about their origins, lifestyle, language, and their numbers. Their number is estimated to vary between 100 and 300. After the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004, there was a fear that the Sentinelese might have been wiped out. However, they miraculously survived this natural calamity relatively unscathed.
Eating and drinking habits.
Food habits of the Sentinelese tribe are unique. They seem to be fond of coconuts, wild honey, fruit and nuts. Sapodilla and pandanus are also gathered by these Sentinelese tribes. They eat raw meat of the animals. According to Mohanty, they eat wild boars, sea turtles, different kinds of fish and mollusks, fruits, roots, and tubers. They depend on seafood more than their counterpart Jarvas and Onges.
Life cycle and related customs.
The Sentinelese are said to practice marriage within the clan. Some rituals and ceremonies are conducted at the time of birth of the child. The pollution period continues for a few days, after which there is the normal period. At the time of death, the dead body is buried with local rituals of the clan. It has been observed that some rituals are performed by their priest. There is a communal meal for the members of the clan.
Dress and ornaments.
Mohanty observes that the Sentinelese men wear a bark waist belt, which is typical of their community. Men and women both wear nothing except leafy ornaments. They paint their bodies with clay, which reveals their artistic disposition. The Sentinelese men and women are observed to be not wearing any clothes. They are said to wear leaves, fiber strings, or similar material as decorations. Their men seem to like the headbands made from vines.
Traditional crafts.
Their traditional crafts include baskets, mat, bows and arrows, spears and bark belts for men, and so on. They also make shell necklace and headbands.
Occupational distribution.
The main occupation of the Sentinelese is hunting and gathering. This is their form of economy. They hunt wild boars, turtle, and fish with bows, arrows, and spears. They also use single outrigger canoes for fishing and turtle hunting. While men folk engage in hunting and fishing with bows and arrows, women and men both are involved in collecting fruits, tubers, and other edibles. Women go fishing with small round nets in shallow water. Since the Sentinelese are still not easily accessible, whatever information about them is based on observations from a distance. They seem to exhibit physical characteristics similar to those of the Africans, such as dark skin and peppercorn hair. However, Sentinelese on an average appears to be taller than other Andamanese peoples.
There are no signs of the Sentinelese engaging in agricultural activities.
You're absolutely true. Most of their tools and weapons are made from stone and animal bones. However, the Sentinelese seem to make use of metal objects washed ashore. We will continue to discuss in detail about the culture of Sentinelese tribe in the next video.